So Noaya Inoue defeats TC Doheny. He stops him in the 7th round. Now, a lot of people, including myself, expected this to be a complete one-sided blowout just to showcase, but surprisingly, it wasn't that at all. This was a very, very competitive fight. In fact, TJ even won some of the rounds. He's 37 years old. He'll be 38 in November. He had a record going into this fight of 26-4 losses. But as competitive as he was in this fight, you would have thought that he was younger and undefeated. You know, right after the fight, I got notifications from some boxing websites, just giving the results of the fight, reporting the results of the fight. And I thought it was pretty interesting because the title of one of those articles was, "It was not an easy fight," which is not a headline you would expect for this level of opposition for Noaya Inoue. Because it's not as if he was moving up in weight fighting against a big, powerful, young champion, an undefeated champion like an Israel Madrimov. TJ is no Madrimov, but he knew how to fight Noaya Inoue. For TC Doheny to be such a limited fighter, him and his team, they had a great game plan going into this fight. He boxed very well, he had a good defense, and for the most part, he was taking away Noaya Inoue's right hand. That was the main weapon that Inoue was trying to use because he was fighting against a southpaw. TJ is a southpaw. And something else he did very well is he did not telegraph his attacks. He varied his attack. Instead of just throwing the left hand over and over and being predictable, he would feint throwing the left hand, and that would offset Noaya. And because Noaya didn't know when the left hand was coming, TJ was actually able to land it. TJ, he would also mix up the attack, throwing left hands, but also attacking Noaya Inoue with body shots. Now, speaking of body shots, Noaya Inoue, he did make his adjustments. Once he realized he could not land the right hand the way he wanted to, he started going downstairs more. And that's where Inoue, he hurt TJ to the body with a left hook. I believe he hurt him with a body shot at the end of the 6th round, and I don't think TJ ever recovered. As soon as Inoue started throwing punches, TJ, he immediately basically walked away and he started limping, pointing at his back like he had an injury. This is when the referee stopped the fight. Inoue, he definitely has an enormous amount of speed combined with power, and he has a pretty high boxing IQ, which is why it surprises me that a fight like this would be competitive. Noaya Inoue, he actually said that he believes that he would beat Gervonta Tank Davis. He said all Gervonta has is power. Not too many people would agree with that assessment. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is better than Noaya Inoue in every single category. But I do believe after what Noaya Inoue did to Stephen Fulton, he proved that he's pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. And since there's really nobody else for him to fight at 122, if he stays in that weight class, then he could pretty much dominate that weight class for years to come, depending on, once again, the opposition. We'll see if he decides to move up. I mean, the type of power that he has, he can easily move up because he'll definitely carry his power to 126. And not to mention, there are bigger names at 126. So we'll see what Noaya Inoue decides to do. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.